It's good to be back. All right, everybody. So it's been a few days since I've did one of these. I have a bunch of articles here that I'm basically just going to spitfire through, give you my 2 cents on each of them. So let's get started. First though, before we get into those articles, shameless plug here, just want to mention I have a couple new designs up on my Spreadshirt store, so if you want to go check those out, there's a link down below, or I'll make a card pop up right here. Alright, first article here is by Gateway Pundit. They're saying, huge, major scandal uncovered, internet sleuths they're calling it, put together bombshell, hidden in Friday's Department of Justice Inspector General report involving Wiener emails. And this is actually in reference to Tracy Beans. Shout out to her for this. She had an awesome investigative Twitter thread that she posted that I saw has like 10,000 likes and thousands of retweets by now. But she analyzed the Inspector General report that came out on McCabe, and she found a lot of interesting comparisons between some events that were going on around Wiener emails. You can check out this article, of course I'll link it down below, but to summarize here, you see they're referencing Tracy Bean's reporting, but in summary, the Obama administration's corrupt FBI, DOJ, and Attorney General were all working to cover up and stop an investigation into Anthony Weiner's laptop emails before the 2016 election. An individual, or a group of individuals, forced these crooks to open up a second Hillary Clinton email investigation in late October. Remember when that one came up? Attorney General Lynch may have tried to use the Garner investigation to coerce individuals in the New York Police Department to stop looking into Weiner's emails. And this is why we're seeing Loretta Lynch, James Comey, and all of them throwing each other under the bus right now. So this was an amazing piece of work by Tracy that she threw out there that really, I mean, that's the amazing thing about social media and independent journalists is you can have a good piece of work and really throw it out there into the collective consciousness on the internet and just watch it explode. So this was beautiful to see. And now this article right here, talking about fake videos, face swapping videos could lead to more fake news. This is yet another article we've seen come out. This one by Business Insider. We have had others by New York Times, for instance, all trying to cover ass, all trying to put plausible deniability in if a video did drop, whatever kind of video or evidence it may be, whether it is of some nasty ritual with some politicians in it, or it was something, say, of a tarmac meeting between Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton, it would they'd be able to call it done by some hackers or some artificial intelligence tools or something that would get the public to believe them because they're already seeding these ideas out there. Do you see the mind games going on? And speaking of that frazzle drip supposed Hillary Clinton video that's we're waiting to come out, I have not seen anything directly leading me to believe that that video has come to the public surface quite yet. But as soon as I hear anything, I'll be posting it on my Twitter, so go follow me there for the latest stuff, and I will put whatever I feel like is true and I am able to put into, YouTube video as soon as I can. And now some mainstream coverage here on QAnon that just came out a few days ago, April 12th, by the Daily Dot. And the Daily Dot has actually had a couple articles on the QAnon. This one a few weeks ago. The QAnon conspiracy theory isn't new. It's the oldest scam out there, don't be fooled. And now this one talking about the sealed indictments. Inside the 25,000 sealed indictments, there's certainly smoke, they say, but no fire. So, QAnon, of course, making its way into the all platforms, the highest levels of the mainstream media. They're trying to really twist and spin the story. The Daily Dot seems to be one of those that's consistently told, run these stories, try to confuse. They're getting their, 4 a.m. Marching orders via secure drop. But here, check it out. They're even featuring me in this article here. Wow, they're doing work. Featuring all these tweets, all this evidence, all this research about the sealed indictments. And they're trying to say right here, sealing indictments is a routine legal procedure. It's not a routine legal procedure. Next in line, we got this story coming out of Washington Times. I thought this one was interesting. It says, Mueller's warning, many news stories on Trump-Russia probe are wrong. And this was originally posted by the Daily Caller, confirmed by the Washington Times. And it's as if they put this out because they're trying to say, at least my feel, is that a lot of news stories coming out in the mainstream media about the Trump-Russia probe are a lie. And this comes directly from Mueller's office. Now, a lot of people out there think that Mueller is a bad actor, per se, but I'm getting the feeling that he's a part of the plan. What makes a movie good, right? Great actors. Then right here, I think we've all seen this one. The Planet X apocalypse conspiracy theory is back. The world isn't going to end. Sorry, you'll still have to do your taxes. Taxes. Don't get me started on taxes. But anyway, Planet X. No, I don't believe in Planet X. I don't believe it's going to come crashing into our solar system and kill us all. It's one of those easy topics that the mainstream uses just to discredit the conspiracy theory crowd or those people just simply searching for truth. But at least in terms of my opinion on Planet X, I think it's just been kind of misconstrued by a lot of people. I think it's symbolic. Planet X is symbolic to our star being a part of a binary star system, and our star's binary twin is a brown dwarf. There's a good book out there called Lost Star of Myth and Time, I think, where it details this, evidence for this, where our star is part of a binary system and our star's companion is a brown dwarf, so we can't visibly see it, but it's there. And I think a lot of people just are, there's been disinformation planted to get people to think that, oh, it's Planet X and it's going to come crashing into us. But no, I don't believe that. I think it's all BS. But when you see it like this in the mainstream media, they're just trying to use that topic to discredit and get people to think that you are crazy. A great piece of news coming out of the New York Post here. So this stuff making its way into the mainstream, truly transformative times. But look at this, sex traffickers are using social media to target children. I've seen a lot of data on social media and 8chan Twitter and whatnot about people finding evidence of Twitter and Instagram being hubs being used to human traffic and child sex traffic and things like that. Of course, Q has been mentioning Ray Chandler and how Instagram is used by even some elite people to do these kind of things. So it's blowing my mind, man. This stuff's making its way to New York Post. It's good stuff. This disclosure encompasses everything. A lot of people think disclosure is just whether it's UFO disclosure or certain topics, but it is everything. And this is only going to continue coming out. We're going to get more and more evidence of all just the nasty things. So truly prepare yourself for it all, guys. Next topic: former First Lady Barbara Bush, George H.W. Bush's wife, receiving hospice care. Now, I want to be as compassionate as I can here, but as real as I can. This world would be much better off without the Bush family, so I hope the best for this woman, but can we really be all that upset? Now a quick word from a sponsor here that helps keep me doing the work that I'm doing. Noble Gold, noblegoldinvestments.com. Great family-run business that helps you protect your investments, protect your IRA with putting money into gold and silver. So they are great at helping you to make more money in the long run, because gold has a much higher interest margin than investing in stocks do, and the price of gold and silver is climbing as well. So go to noblegoldinvestments.com. You can call them as well. Some details will be down below, and check out what they have to offer. So the New York Times put this one out the other day. Trillions upon trillions of viruses fall from the sky each day. You can just feel the fear porn in this one. A pretty interesting article though, but of course they didn't mention the fact that many of these viruses that have come out into the public consciousness over the past few years have been disease, man-made, created biowarfare agents. SARS, bird flu, swine flu, you always got to question these things. There's a lot of them called mycoplasmas that have been released onto the public as well. And then Ebola and Zika, gotta question those ones. Didn't the Rockefellers have a patent for Zika that was made decades ago or something like that, I think I saw? So, yeah, lots of stuff they don't tell you. This was a really good one. I know it'll make a lot of people out there happy. President Trump pledges to support states' rights to legal marijuana in a blow to Attorney General Jeff Sessions. So, good news, I guess. States' rights, all the states that have legalized marijuana will continue to be doing what they're doing. And, legalization or not, we're all free, sovereign beings that should have the rights to do whatever we want to do. But hey, this is good news. Now a piece of bad news though. This one out of Florida. Anti-GMO mosquito activist dies in a swimming pool. So this woman died in her home in Washington, D.C. She was from the Florida Keys. She was an activist fighting Monsanto and other big genetic engineering corporations trying to fight GMO mosquitoes. I mean, imagine genetically engineered mosquitoes getting out into the environment. That just, you can't imagine any scenario that sounds positive. And she was found dead in her swimming pool. It was I'll tell you, it was a 4-foot swimming pool, and it's been said that she's a good swimmer. So this is just ridiculous. So many questions surrounding this, and we can add this anti-GMO activist to the list of how many holistic researchers, especially doctors, scientists over the past couple of years in the health realm that have been found dead under mysterious circumstances. You know, whether they're found suicided or one instance was a couple, the chiropractor pushed out of an office in New York City. There's been people found in the woods and drowned and whatnot. It's crazy. It's insane. So please, for all of you holistic doctors out there, protect yourselves. Just activists in general, protect yourselves. Publicity is one of your best friends, right? Don't be afraid to post often on social media. And of course, I'll just throw it out there right now. I'm in great mental health, no physical issues, and I'm a great swimmer. So, you know, if anything happens to me, you guys know that. And let's hope that this stuff seriously does not happen anymore. And now just some last few things for you guys. This one on Science Alert. One of the things I like to do is just lurk around some of the mainstream science websites that post some news. And this one says, this is the sickening amount pharmaceutical companies pay top journal editors. And this surprised me, the fact that they would run this article talking about it's no secret that scientists can be corrupted, that the scientific method itself can be bought out, that a bunch of peer-reviewed journals have always been biased and, you know, predatory journals, publication bias, publish or perish mentality even. And discussing how a lot of research coming out of journals is false too. I was highly surprised they would post this. Granted, what amazes me is that they can, post like this can be honest and shed light on a massive, massive issue put out there in the mainstream, but then people completely forget about it. It just goes right over people's heads, or it really doesn't hit home. And it's almost a way of kind of putting the truth in plain sight for whatever reason. But understand how bought off scientists are, how science is a religion in and of itself, and a lot of what we find in all regards, medical, physical, historical, is a lot of it is false, absolutely. So I love this right here, just kind of seeding the consciousness, prepping us for the disclosures we've been waiting on. NASA launches satellite tests in hunt for exoplanets. So there'll be a stronger satellite scheduled for launch today, actually. And going up into the atmosphere, it's going to be looking around for exoplanets. But, I mean, let's be real, guys. We know, how much evidence is there already that there has been contact here from ET civilizations? People ask me all the time, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? I mean, there's so much. Just look into crop circles. How much witness testimony do we need? How many whistleblowers do we need to come into the public domain? There's videos of orbs and sightings, and documentaries have been made detailing all this stuff. Wonderful documentaries, lots of them. 2, how many experiencers are there out there putting their testimony in the open? So I'm not going to go through all the evidence here. You can do your own research on that. But I'm just waiting for the false flag disclosure. You know, the half-assed disclosure that we've kind of already seen begin to take place over the past few months. But what are they going to start putting out next to try to put some truth out there with some mis and disinformation? So again, I'll continue reporting on a lot of this stuff to keep you guys up to date on that. And then very last thing I want to mention, RIP to Art Bell. Art Bell, the creator of Coast to Coast AM, radio host and conspiracy theorist, of course they're talking here, died in his home in Nevada at 72 years of age. So tragic occurrence. Thoughts go out to him and his family. And that's it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I'll be back with more videos soon. Peace!